magazines, a beautiful, full, thick brow is very in, but it must be shaped. So we've got Tracy here with two models from the audience, and you're going to show us how we might be able to shape them using two different things, a mascara or eyeshadow.
Three things.
Three things?
And a
What's
pencil.
the third, a Sharpie?
Pencil.
Pencil, okay. I don't know.
Yes, the thick eyebrow is back in full effect. Take a little trip with me down memory lane. Let's go back to the early 80s. Remember Brooke Shields, early 80s, the Jordache Jean ad. Remember what she looked like in her prime? That brow, that's what's back in.
It's thick.
It's thick, it's full, and it's pronounced.
Yeah.
But believe it or not, the thicker your eyebrow is, the more youthful and younger it actually makes you look.
Really?
Yeah, it actually does. The
Okay.
quickest way to age somebody is to give them a really, really thin eyebrow.
Ah, good to know. And it's
Ooh,
grow them
There's people
out.
actually lighting their tweezers on fire right now in the audience.
I gotta lose 10 years.
Yeah. So there's different ways to get this look, and today I'm going to show you 3 different ways to get this look, and you can choose which one you like.
Okay, what do you want to start with first on Margaret?
So let's start with the most natural way. It's like a powder shadow. Okay, so most makeup lines have their own version of a brow kit. This one here is by Cargo, and it's in a powder form like this. Most of them come with a little applicator like this, but if it doesn't, you can just use an angle brush like this. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're just gonna obviously match your color.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna start in the inner part of the eyebrow here, and you're gonna do light feathery strokes outwards like this. You wanna make sure the strokes are light and feathery like this, because the lighter and more feathery it is, the more it kind of simulates a hair strand, as opposed to putting like a whole block of color. You want it to look soft and nice like this. This motion here, the light feathery strokes, is what's gonna make the difference of you looking like Brooke Shields or looking like Sean Connery. You know what I mean?
I want option 1 for sure.
You want option 1?
Yeah.
So you definitely want to do the light feathery strokes like that, and just keep doing it, especially when you're concentrating towards the end, because that's where the hair is sparse.
Right.
So you want to make sure you're doing light feathery strokes like that.
Very nice. So advice for the women that have the thin brows then, grow them out and then fill them in.
Grow them out, or you could even, you don't have to like necessarily grow them out to be really thick, but you want to make sure you're playing with a powder, because it's going to give you the more natural look.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's go over to Annie
We're still
now.
over here.
We don't have that much time, my love.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Right.
So what do you want to use on Annie?
I'm going to go with a mascara. This is a quick fix.
Okay.
Okay, so
All right.
if you already have like a pretty decent thickness to your eyebrow like she has, a quick little fix for people who want to fill in like little sparse little areas. You just want to take a little mascara that matches your skin, matches your hair color.
Yeah.
And you just want to go in like this and just fill it in. Remember, the look is tousled. It's not perfect. In fact, you don't want it to be perfect. You kind of want hairs kind of going in different directions, because that's the look. And you can just quickly fill it in like this, as opposed to spending more time with a brush.
Okay, how much more time do we have, Amber Rose? A minute and a half. We can go back if you want.
Let's go back.
Yeah. This is fun. Okay.
Okay.
So we did the shadow.
Yeah.
Now we're going to do the
Now we can use a pencil. Think back, and I want you to go back again. Think back to Audrey Hepburn, okay? 50s and 60s. Once again, a very pronounced eyebrow, but it was more defined. You're gonna get with a pencil, it's gonna give you a more defined, more precise look. So you don't have to do the whole tousled, ungroomed look like on the other eye if you don't wanna do that. You can still get the thick eyebrow look with a pencil, but once again, you wanna make sure you're doing light, feathery strokes like this, especially with a pencil, because they go on more intense. And like, once again, you don't want to look like, you want to look like Audrey Hepburn, not like Groucho Marx.
Right. Now, do you want to go a little bit lighter with your pencil slash shadow slash mascara, or do you want to match it exactly?
In regards to color, another great tip. If your hair on your head is dark, you want to go 1 to 2 shades lighter on your brows.
Okay.
If your hair is light on your head, then you want to go 1 to 2 shades darker on your brows. So it's always light to dark, dark to light. Always the opposite. Yes.
Okay.
That's what you want to always keep in mind. And as well as when you're filling in your brows, always check in. You always want to do a couple of strokes, step back. Couple of strokes, step back. What a lot of women do is they're leaning in really close like this, and they're doing it, and then they step back, and then they realize they look like Groucho Marx. And then you might as well just put the cigar in your mouth and finish the whole look.
Call it a day.
And all in a day, because it's too late by that point to fix it.